Hi, thanks for joining me today. It's Christine Kretcher from Create with Christine. I'm here with another Tuesday tip video tutorial for you. This is the card we're going to be making today. It does feature the Enjoy Life stamp set from the annual catalog. And I wanted to pick out a stamp set that had great silhouette images. So my technique is going to be how I sponged the background and then stamped on the silhouettes. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to bring over a piece of scrap paper so I can have something to do my sponging on. And then I have a Whisper White rectangle. I cut it out with the stitched rectangles. The finished size on this one's approximately 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. So I'm going to start with the Balmy Blue, and I will say the inspiration for this card came from a sunset I saw over last weekend in Boston Harbor at twilight when the sun was going down. There was this awesome blue and purple sky sunset, so I just loved it so much. I was like, I need to make a card with that. So I'm inking up with my Balmy Blue. I'm going to try to rub some of my ink off on my scrap paper and then kind of rub across the bottom. This is going to give me a really kind of pretty soft look, which is what I'm going for. I had to be really careful with the Highland Heather because it really kind of came across pretty strong. Okay, I'll do one more with the Balmy Blue. Okay, that looks great. So these pieces of sponge come from, we sell something called a Stampin' Sponge. It comes in a big giant circle, and then I cut mine apart into little wedges and eighths. So now I'm going to bring over my Highland Heather. This is a little bit darker, so I'm going to go very gentle and just kind of get some of the ink off there and start sponging off the page and then onto the page. That didn't look like it even did anything. So here we go. So try to go lightly because you can always add more. But if you add too much in the beginning, then you can't take it away. I can kind of come across the middle a little bit too. And once I have it kind of the way I want it, maybe like one more across the top. I just want to stop. It's like, okay, I think that looks good. Stop. And then with the silhouette stamping, I just picked a stamp, like I said in the beginning, that had a great outline silhouette type look, and I'm just going to stamp. This is a large kind of floral image. I'm going to go a little bit off the page. With the stems. I probably went a little bit more than I did in my original, but that looks okay. And then I have a little butterfly. I put the butterfly over here. Whoops. And then the Miss You. At the top, in the middle. So there's all my stamping, and then I just have a pretty simple layout for you for today. The hardest part was figuring out what the size of the basic black was. The basic black is 2 1/2 by 3 7/8. I kept kind of snipping part of it off because it's an optical illusion of how this kind of fits on here so when you're measuring, that's how I got it. But I did the banner underneath the layers, so you want to make sure that you do the banner in Balmy Blue across the middle, a little bit of glue. Now this is 3 1/4 inches by 3 inches. And then, you know what, I'm gonna fix this because I kind of screwed up on the butterfly. So that's how it's gonna layer on. And then it layered on to a Highland Heather card base. And then what I did was I took, these are the GINGHAM GALA adhesive backed sequins, and I just picked up 3 of the florals and I just put them kind of over the middle of the center. I just picked 3 random and put that on as my little embellishment. So that's my card for today. I hope you'll try sponging with the technique I showed and then doing a silhouette stamping over it. If you do try this technique, make sure to share an image with me, and you can do that by emailing me, sharing it through me by Facebook. So thanks so much. Leave me a comment by Monday, July 22nd for a chance to win this card in the mail from me for tuning in this week. Thanks so much. I'll be back next week with another project to share.